Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in our top story today, kind of a niche story, actually, for those that are kind of in the center, maybe in the center, lean a little left, that are Joe Rogan fans, although some may call him moderate or a libertarian. I call him he's kind of middle of the road, very similar to Tim Pool, kind of a milquetoast fence sitter kind of guy. And, he has his popularity. He has his podcast that's very popular. It's in the top 5, if not in the top 3, typically in worldwide podcasting. But we have this from the Blaze Media. Trump says Joe Rogan interview will happen. I'm doing it. And many people have wanted this for a long time. The Joe Rogan Podcast account ran a poll Saturday, revealing the overwhelming interest in making the interview happen. President Donald Trump suggested on the Monday episode of the Full Send podcast that he would soon appear on the Joe Rogan Experience to speak with the titular host. While the Republican has appeared on a number of popular podcasts in recent weeks, a sit-down with Rogan would undoubtedly help maximize his reach. Rogan's show is in the top 3 podcasts on Spotify, which is the top U.S. podcast network. And Rogan's show boasts over 17.4 million subscribers on the YouTubes. Full Send podcast host Kyle Forgeard said to Trump, "You're doing a lot of podcasts recently. One that I would love to see you on is, I think Joe Rogan has to have you on." Forgeard then asked, "Would you do that?" "Oh, sure I would," said Trump. I think I'd be doing it actually. So the podcast is possibly going to happen, and it's covered here on the Blaze as well as on Newsweek. So I kind of looked around to kind of see if any of the mainstream media was going to grab hold of this. Now, it is across media, but not a lot on the mainstream legacy, the apparatus of the establishment media, except for maybe, of course, Newsweek. And it's kind of funny, just a little side note here, when I was back in high school for our current events class, we had to actually subscribe to Newsweek as part of our class. And so back then, Newsweek was reputable and reliable. Today, not so much, because basically when it comes to media, it really comes down to people's eyeballs on the product and them to get advertisers to come to their, to their channels or to their stations or to their, obviously, whatever media you're doing, you want eyeballs on that product, and that's basically what it essentially amounts to. So Donald Trump to appear on Joe Rogan. You guys have to let me know down in the comments. Do you follow Joe Rogan? Do you listen to his podcast? I listen to his excerpts, the little clips from time to time. Every once in a while, I might tune into a show for a little while. But definitely Joe Rogan has the reach. He has the audience. He has the people. And I think it would give them an opportunity to see kind of Donald Trump in a regular, everyday person role on his show, because Joe's shows are really laid back, and it's just kind of him talking, throwing things out there, trying to see what's going on. And Joe, of course, he doesn't pull any punches when he has guests on there. He will tell them, he'll say the hard things to him if he has to, and I'm sure he'll probably do the same with Trump, and then he'll throw in some zingers here and there about aliens or something. Who knows how wild Rogan will get, but it's going to be interesting. Because, of course, now we're down to the wire. We're just a few weeks away. As a matter of fact, as of this recording, it is October the 14th, Monday. Tomorrow, October the 15th, we start early voting here in Georgia. Now, I'll have to go by the library because when they do early voting, we can't go to our districts. We have to go to a designated area, which is our library. And usually the lines are pretty long. If I see it outside the door, then I know it's going to be a 45-minute in and out process. So, I think it's ages 65 and up. You go straight to the front of the line. So my parents, if they vote or when they go vote, won't have to wait, so they can go straight to the front of the line. So as of this recording, it is October the 14th. We're just a few weeks away, from November the 5th. And it's going to be interesting to see how well Trump does on Rogan. Now, he usually garners millions of people when he does stuff on X, of course, when he's doing something with Elon. So probably the same with Rogan. So it should be a better audience, a wider audience. So it should be kind of interesting to see how that works out. But you'll have to let me know down in the comments. Do you listen to Joe Rogan's show? Do you listen to his podcast? Do you watch his clips like I do, or occasional show? So definitely let me know down in the comments. And I want to thank all you guys across New Tech. That's BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey for your guys' continued support. And, of course, below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to. So I'd encourage you guys to check those out, whether you're an Amazon Prime member, you order frequently from Amazon, or you're looking for a VPN like Trust Zone, which is what I use. I actually used it the other day as well. For even more content, of course. But, yeah, so obviously here on the YouTubes, as you are watching on YouTube, thank you guys for all of your support across all New Tech, as well as here on YouTube. And appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon, probably right over the top of Donald Trump. You can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.